against Alter Ego. This is a game number 1. Let's see who sets the tempo as we're throwing it over to the casters.
For those of you just tuning in, this is the second series of the day. It was quite an interesting draft overall. Before we jump into the land of Dawn, this is Trex. Joined with me is Mirko and Brigida. Now, speaking of the draft, Brigida, how are you feeling about it?
It feels very brawly with the amount of fighters we're seeing and the unexpected, I'd say, sequence in which we saw them draft for game number 1. I completely agree. There could be a lot of snowball potential coming in for Alter Ego, but just the same, Team Spirit, it's impossible for them to not know that this is a scaling lineup or that it'll take some time before they can go fully online. So I think they will be playing this relatively carefully.
Already some good damage onto one shot there.
Yeah.
Testing waters.
That was deep, man. A deep test. That was a dive.
Hold on, a little more. Everyone should be okay at this point. I like what Leo said. Literally, everyone has some piece of crowd control on Alter Ego Esports. Yeah. And that means not only are they going to be great at engaging because they have some amazing divers, but they also have great deterrence. They have the ability to stop the dives from Team Spirit in their tracks. If Sawo goes too deep, it could be dangerous. One shot could end up getting caught off. I think as long as Alter Ego can kind of survive this early aggression of Sunset Lover and Sawo, the early laning phase, they're going to be in a very comfortable place.
Look at Yazuke. Really looking for the play here, but TS are playing it safe in the mid lane.
Yeah. Even for the Master Assassin pickup here for Hiko on the Freya, though we see how good or how well Arfi is managing the lane. So you can't really feel it just yet. Hold on.
Wow, spatial migration with Violet Requiem straight up. Yazuke, first blood on the Guinevere.
Yeah, I think that was mentioned by our panel earlier. This is such a great start for Alter Ego, granted that they got first blood.
Hey.
Oh, what?
Arfi's good. He's good. Continue.
Okay, yep. So that will be a really good start for Alter Ego. Now we see them positioning themselves first on the turtle. Nino, though, can he get traded here? I think he's going to be all right.
Yep, just a Throne of Ruin. That's the damage put back onto Bomba by Nino. A blink away, Yazuke securing turtle number 1 up top. Solo kill! Arfi on the Esmeralda.
Alter Ego already kicking things off quick. And we talked so much. I mean, I feel like the past few days has been so much about early aggression, controlling the laning phase, and Alter Ego already has that, a turtle plus 2 kills and a 1.3k gold lead.
So that's the answer, I would say. Why go for the Guinevere early and set up the Esmeralda flex so that the Freya gets cooked? Now it's a shadow kill onto Alec, but he just pops in revitalize. Yazuke wants to go more. AOG from Alec into the Violet Requiem and the falling Star Moon from Arfi.
Even without the spatial migration, it did not matter. They had other ways to set up for the Violet Requiem, and one shot being the target couldn't get any better for Alter Ego. A real-world manipulation.
Yep.
Okay.
Nino does get away safely, and this is what I mean with there's such a great level of engage and disengage from Alter Ego Esports. They have the full package. I really think that Sora should have got banned on the side of Team Spirit in second phase. I had a feeling it was going to get picked up right up front, and it's just going to work so clean in so many of these fights, especially in Nino's hands.
Yeah, this is going to be terrifying, though. It's an early 2-0 for Arfi on the Esmeralda. So regardless of whichever build he decides to go for, and looking at the damage output you could expect from Team Spirit, it's not going to be easy for them to deal with Arfi when he gets to rotate constantly out of his lane, which he's likely able to do from this point onwards, because look at how much he stopped Hiko.
There's no shred right now for Team Spirit. The way they actually get through Arfi is if they throw enough bodies. Then maybe in 5v1, you can actually take him down. But if it's a 5v5, again, Radiant stands on defensively here. For Sawo, he knows the amount of pressure that Alter Ego have the kill threat on the map.
Yeah, and that's 6 seconds before the turtle. And Hiko could barely do anything against this Esmeralda. That doesn't land to Kid Bomba, but this is pretty much clear that Alter Ego are already in control of this upcoming objective. But still, one shot, he can't contest if he wanted.
All in again, spatial migration with Violet Requiem. He's able to get away, but Sawo's on him right now. He goes for it. One shot wins out the red 3 battles. Nino is onto Bomba. Sawo caught in the midst of it all. Now there is Nino to the skies, but Bomba with the chase on the blink. Sunset Lover with the Lantern Flare. Alec gonna be picked off, thrown back around. No AOG. No revitalize. Unbreakable gets him out to safety, and Sunset cannot put in enough damage
Team Spirit finally take home a little dub there. They get the turtle, they get a kill, not only just a kill, but a kill onto Yasuke.
Yeah.
Taking a look at the items though, Brigida, what are we seeing?
Yep, there's an early Sea Halberd for Hiko, no choice. You have to find ways to deal with this. There's a 1k gold lead in favor of Arfi, so he definitely has to have some sort of response. But at least what we're seeing from Team Spirit is that One Shot is not as behind as you would expect him to be. He, as the Hayabusa, gets to focus on the farm. Yasuke needs to coordinate with his team, and I guess that's a bit of a difference between the two junglers that we're seeing. Team Spirit can still focus on what they want, but that's a spatial migration.
Yeah, and a Battle Requiem to follow. Sawo Raging Sandstorm defensively. And that's it. The thing is, right, like, Sawo can't rotate to Hiko, because, like, there's no pressure to be relieved against an Esme. There's no threat for the Khalid.
Yeah, Yasuke, I think Yasuke is going to have to be careful, though, for as we move forward, which we saw in that last hurdles. When you commit to that Violent Requiem, if One Shot is still there, ready with a Shadow Kill, can come in after, highly damage you. Bomba comes in, the Shred does finally lock in, and Yasuke may end up just being the target, especially if they're able to kind of bait him in. RWM comes down, though.
Yeah, the Quad Shadow landed there. The taunt can be cancelled out by the pickup on the Lancer Flare, but One Shot won't go for the commitment, and it's a free turn up top. Yasuke, a bit aggressive there, walks up to the bush thinking Sawo was on the edge.
Yeah. That's where you see that there is indeed no Shred just yet. That was Alec who they tried to fight against. Also Hijume, who was also there, forced to use the real-world manipulation. But even then, not even Hijume looked like an ideal target for Team Spirit. Not at least for now. So it will be taking a bit more time, not unless it's One Shot who's actually able to provide the follow-up. But he'll be starting the turtle first instead.
All right. It's Hiko holding on to it. Lantern Flare coming in the back line. Sawo able to bait out the spatial migration with the help of Bomba as RP goes for falling star move, but that's going to be the one-shot retribution onto the turtle. Nino walking in the back line. Sunset Level going to be caught. Kid Bomba will fall. Sunset will be taken out by Nino all alone there. And now it's Alter Ego with a 3-for-1.
Arfi will be a problem this game, and overall it just feels like lane for lane for lane. Alter Ego won out in this draft.
Uh-oh. What a taunt, reading the Quad Shadow movement, but he has the last one there. Yasuke, though, will take the orange buff away from One Shot.
Honestly, Arfi already is a massive problem for Team Spirit at this point. You could see it in terms of the gold lead. He's already completed 2 items on his way. Another one, Sawo!
Yeah, that's painful. The Unbreakable doesn't land, but there's not much damage they can deal back. Sunset having a Crimson Beacon outside of the spatial migration. RP thrown back at them. That's good for RP. He's so tanky, and there's no one who can take his damage.
Yeah, even despite Team Spirit constantly being the ones to take away the objectives, it doesn't matter for Alter Ego anymore. They just get to freely go for the team fights afterwards, and they always win it out.
You know, we saw those items earlier, and Arfi has about almost a 2,000 gold lead over Hiko right now. Finished Oracle, was moving into Dominance Ice. I mean, there literally is nothing that can hurt Arfi, and the problem is Hiko's supposed to kind of be that Shred, right? You're supposed to be able to get your kind of fighter Trinity build in there and be able to bully through, and at a certain point, I don't know if that's ever really going to be able to pop off, because like Mirko said, there's nothing to really lock Arfi down for long enough. Finally, War Axe does come in, Sea Halberd, so no, not even going. That's a slightly different build than what we would normally see, isn't it?
I mean, that's a poor Freya, dude. It's a different Freya to what we've seen before. So yes, a different path.
What, corrosion?
Yeah, he wanted to go for the Sea Halberd because he needs to deal damage to RP. But by the time he got the Sea Halberd, RP's already too tanky, dude.
Yeah, and by the way, Yasuke also got his hands on the Winter Crown. So you could expect more plays to come in for Alter Ego. Plays that Team Spirit could barely control. Because again, we just go back to the entire idea of maybe they can rely on Sawa with the Raging Sandstorm, maybe Kid Bomba with the Throne of Ruin, but once you use those spells, it's almost over.
Bomba might have gone in way too early. Raging Sandstorm from Sawo. No follow coming down as Yasuke is able to get out with the Spatial Migration clone, and now it's going to be Nino in the backline with the AOG as well from Alec. One shot bomb into the Shadow Kill, Throne of Ruin into the backline. RWM coming down as Kid Bomba's caught in the midst of it all. Still Sunset Lover in there, going for the Lancer Flare, and the Freya is doing a ton of damage. Bomba goes back on Yasuke, takes him down, but RP is still full HP. Man's on a killing spree, diving and determined against Hiko and Sawo. He's taking these 3 Spirit members on all alone.
RP, the monster. We thought it was going to be Nino versus Bomba, but right now it's RP versus Kid Bomba in a 1v1, 2 tanky people. And I got to say, Kid Bomba was the one that made that fight kind of swing into
What is
favor
this?
of Alter. It's literally just a slap box.
What is this?
At this point?
They're following them. Oh, he gets help from Sao. But yeah, I was supposed to say, Team Spirit, they too, in their own way, are actually a very tanky lineup. They have a very tanky duo in the form of Sao and Kid Bomba, and I think that's what allowed them to prolong and extend that team fight, much to a point where Alter Ego couldn't really fight back anymore, because you see the conditions that they have to tick. You have to land at least your combos. You have to see the knockups come into play, or at least find the right target so that you could reduce some of the pressure from Team Spirit. But at that moment, I don't think they were able to find any. It was also a very aggressive call for Nino to just go lightning form and try to damage the people in the backline when in fact they were being really well protected. So they found no other way to counterattack. Oh no.
Purify out already. Sunset Lover knows he needs to keep the Crimson Beacon up, but that's a big resource, and Bomba looks like he's going to be poked down by Hijime with the Void Blast and Arfi as well. Man, 3 members on him. He's going to go to the mid lane, utilizing the wave for sustain.
Bomba's also almost impossible to kill at this point.
Yeah.
He's one of the members on the team that it took a while for him to get a death onto him. He's been able to farm pretty freely. When we looked at the gold spread, he's not that far behind, honestly, compared to at least the rest of his team. And if Team Spirit wants to win this out, a lot it's going to be how much can Kid Bomba divide the enemy team so that Hiko in one shot can pop off.
Yeah, and I feel like Arfi knows fully well that he has to do the exact same thing. He's been doing a great job at cutting the waves, but now they put their attention towards him.
I don't think they'll have enough damage to take him down, dude. And I think Team Spirit identified that too. They were like, all right, let's go. Never mind.
Yeah.
Same dude.
Oh,
Sawo in a little bit of trouble here.
Uh-oh, baits out the spatial migration. Sawa to flick around. Now goes for the healing as Nino's already used the ultimate. Valkyrie Descent coming down now as that's going to pick up with the Crimson Beacon and Lancer Flare over on Nino. But look at the Lord. It's being taken right now to spatial migration. Yasuke gets away. Bomba has gone control over the Lord Pin. Alec trying to look for the angle right now to open up. RWM coming down with AOG as well. One shot going in. He's away! Steals away the Lord. One shot falls. He going back trying to survive now up against Nino. But Bomba's doing the same thing as Sawa was able to pick up Yasuke and Nino.
And down goes Team Spirit.
yeah.
Alter Ego take the Lord.
RP!
Samo's on the run. And
RP!
He's a god!
5-0-4. He's immortal without the immortality.
How could you actually put down this hero? I mean, you could say the same for Kid Bomba. He dealt so much pressure there. Made sure Yasuke was zoned out of retribution range. And there was a really good follow-up from the other members of Team Spirit as well. But now that you're seeing how they freely took away that objective and how they split up the fight in such a way that favored them, now they have the 7K gold lead in their hands.
You know, I never liked the movies Immortals, personally, but Arfi right now is proving me wrong. He's the new main character right now of Alter Ego Esports. And this guy is showing up. Bomba trying to do the same thing, but right now Arfi's just doing a little bit better. And the Lord steal from Hijime.
RWM, this time the Crimson Beacon. Kid Bomba would have thrown it away. That's Yasuke with the spatial migration of Valoricka, but Alex is going to be taken very low. AOG locking Higo down. Raging Sandstorm from Sawo. Bomba still in the middle. One shot is able to get the shadow kill to take Yasuke down. It's still Nino throwing those bombs down, but now it's going to be him picked up onto the turret. One shot, able to get a double as Bomba is still in there. This time with Hiko. Falling Star coming down. One shot with a shadow kill. Gets a triple, gets out. That's Hiko taken out as well. Sunset Lover tries to get RP off of him, but he just can't stop moving. Meanwhile, Bomba!
It's literally the Bomba Arfi show. Both of them taking out the other mid laners. At this point, it's can your teammate survive my backline attack or better?
They're always the last two people left standing after a team fight. Well, at least in this scenario, there hasn't been much, or there hasn't been a wipeout whatsoever between these two teams just yet. It's been a 2-4-3 trade that's been happening, or that's happened so far. But everything still seems under control for Team Spirit, so long as they have Kid Bomba as the anchor of these extended team fights that Alter Ego themselves too seemingly are starting to have a difficulty to deal with.
All right, so at this point, the Lord's going to be up in about 30 seconds. Taking a look at the items. We are reaching crunch time. It's not a huge gold lead, and as we get closer to maxed out items, it's going to be who just plays this better. Hiko is finally online. He did finally get the golden staff. It was a long route, right?
Yep.
He took a very slow path, but now that he's where he needs to be, we're seeing him actually matter in these team fights. He's able to jump in, he's able to survive, and he's able to output some actual damage. He's able to shred a little bit of what we wanted, but still lacking the range. Team Spirit still does have a problem on their hands. Hijume is able to use these big RWMs. They have some sort of long-range attacker. Team Spirit is going to have to just brute force their way through.
Yep. RP2 also Ice Queen Wand. Now that's a bit of damage onto Kid Bomba.
Yep, bit of damage onto Alec as well. Yazuki, spatial migration, Valor Requiem. Wait, that's forced. Shadow Kill on him. Winter Crown coming down as well. Sawa is able to go for it, but Throne of Ruin didn't go on to anyone. Yazuki is still able to escape, and that's Hiko!
Kid Bomba to the back line on top of Nino, and Alec as RP just tries to run away. He gets pulled back.
Onto one shot, doing some damage. It's now Bomba holding it in. Yasuke, that was clearly a mistake from him. Why did he overcommit?
Yep. Now there's so much resources forced out of Outer Ego. Hijume down also means so much.
Wait a second, he has to flick around. One shot on him. That's going to be Lance from Fair picking him up, and that's him taken down by Sunset Lover. Arfi's finally taken out in the game.
A spear to the heart. Arfi goes down, and the Lord is slain.
Yep.
Team Spirit playing from behind for almost the whole game. 16 minutes in, they finally grabbed the wheel.
Team Spirit and what they were able to accomplish just now was something Alter Ego tried to do in their last siege but failed. They tried to take out the mid laner before anything else. Hijume going down meant so much for Team Spirit. You saw Hiko could freely just jump in, dive the turrets because he'd have an easy way out, knowing that all the other members of Team Spirit are being taken care of, Alter Ego rather, are being taken care of. And this is all that they need. Allow Hiko to reach those turrets and it will be an easy way for them to push forward.
Uh-oh. No spatial migration. They know there's no Valor Requiem. Shadow Kill coming down with the retribution. It's one shot. Who assassinates Yasuke? Nino, try to what?
Yes, that happened.
Yes.
You are correct.
Yeah.
What is correct? You know, I want to point out something. Yasuke needs to start approaching. If we get to another neutral objective, he's got to approach it differently. He can't be the first engager anymore.
Owner Ruin. No flicker committed by Bomba. One shot in the mid lane. Able to get the quad shadow on Arfi. Lord able to get the turret down below as the mid lane base shooter will fall as well. They are managing these waves proper. Arfi locked in. Lancer Flare bringing it back into Bomba. That's going to be Nino with a miss, a complete whiff. Sawo jumps in again with a passive. Up top base, they're going to fall in. Oh, Alec. AOG back to the base. Still has his immortality. 3 base turrets down.
Yeah, there's a lot of resources already. Alter Ego might just be able to take care of this wave, but what about the next waves?
Trouble still has a Raging Sandstorm. We're going to need to watch for the big attack.
Falling Star Moon again. Yasuke! Spatial migration, but no Valor Requiem. He goes back to his set. Oh my goodness, Sawo gets rid of RP now as hit Bomba. It's going to be thrown back into the midst of it all, but there's just no damage. Hijume with RWM Bomba!
It's Kid Bomba against the world right now. He's knocked up, and Sunset Lover one shot comes in.
Does he go for it? It's 3-3, 3v3. Hijume is going to go for the chase. Not able to get in range, and finally Team Spirit calls it quits.
Yeah, Spirit were low. Kid Bomba was low, and you needed him to at least not be low so you could sustain a bit more, prolong a bit more if you wanted to. But also with Hiko down, and with one shot, using up the quad shadow and the Ogi shadow kill already, they had very limited ways to reach and force an end.
Listen, once Kid Bomba's down, once Arfi's down, both teams are like, hey, whoa, our boys are gone. We got to back off now, okay? We got to leave. We got to chill. Let's take a look at the items, though. At this point, every person has it all. We're just waiting on Sawo to complete the build along with Alec.
Yeah. I guess going back to what we were talking about though, Yasuke changing his approach when there are objectives, I feel like we did kind of float around the idea of him just trying to really work together with Alter Ego in finding those setups and pickoffs, but now that Team Spirit seem to have an easier access towards the hero, they definitely need to change things a bit.
Nino all alone in the bottom lane, able to go on to Sunset Lover. Now the AOG coming down as well as spatial migration will be able to be used onto Sunset Lover, but he has to purify Bomba again with Throne of Ruin, but it only catches the claw. Yasuke! Spatial migration with the winner crown this time, but RP's gonna fall. Yasuke's still able to survive now. Hiko jumps in, but Alec is able to hold him down. Hiko taking low. Hijume!
Alec tries to move back in, but Kid Bomba's back on the attack. Nino continuing to strike, and Kid Bomba finds another one.
Big shutdown for Nino. Now it's Bomba and Sawo versus 3 of Alter Ego's member. Nino! Over on Sawo he goes! Good healing coming out from him, but Nino has no more damage in his kit, and it will end here.
Okay! Quick Sandguard to save the day, and Alter Ego finally finds the kill on Sunset Lover. Might have seemed a bit too forced, but everything's working out so far.
Still a retribution on Yasuke though, and with one shot gone, Alter Ego are gonna try to steal this, but watch for Kid Bomba.
Oh my god, he's doing so much damage, my guy. Yasuke, oh my god, he got knocked up in the Lord! Kid Bomba! With the Throne of Ruin! Now it's Alec getting away, but Bomba has saved the game. Heck, he might have won the game.
And he's still chasing after more. They find Nino. He's with Sawo. Oh my goodness, Kid Bomba. He's been doing so much.
He's no kid, he's man Bomba.
Big Bomba.
Big bombs.
Big Bomba. Lord still up on the map. RP back on the map. So the dynamic duo, the immortal matchup right now can continue. But with Yasuke down, Team Spirit will be able to successfully rush this Lord.
That's a purple buff Alice on Kid Bomba.
Yup. That's don't even need mana anymore. He's just taking everything at this point. Alec has to AOG Team Spirit secure the Evolved Lord.
20-minute Alice is no joke.
We're so bomb back.
We're so bomb back. Kid is back and he is ready to party at this point.
I can't. This. I don't know if it's maybe Alter Ego too, acknowledging the fact that they need to change things up a bit, but they try to do things by themselves.
Oh my god.
It's too different.
No, that's a ton in the spatial migration. One shot taken down, Evolved Lord in the mid lane. Sawo able to go for the Raging Sandstorm again. Lancer Fair over on Alec. Nino trying to dish out as much damage as possible. Goes on the Sunset Lover Flickering as well. Sunset buys immortality. Hiko and Sawo with a backup already on Nino, but look at the Evolved Lord in the base.
They got to be able to defend. At the base, Bomba's going to dash in, get the big stun with the Ruin.
Here we go, Spatial Migration, the Valor Requiem doing absolutely 0 damage to Kid Bomba. He's holding 4 dudes with the help of the Evolved Lord. Now it's them trying to go for the defense. Yasuke with a 2-man Spatial Migration now, but it's no Valor Requiem on hold. Hiko goes in, Bomba. He's only now is he half HP.
He might be able to solo this, honestly.
That's okay.
Back with Sawo.
Valor Requiem with the winner crowd. That's giving the immortality down at the AOG. From Alec finds them all. It's still Bomba in the back as Hijube is going to go for the chase. Flickering with a Void Blast over on Sunset, but he buys the winner crowd and taps it in time. Hijube takes him out, and now it's just Bomba and Sawo.
Every single time it's just Bomba and Sawo. Bomba can do it himself.
Oh my god, everyone's low! Alter Ego! They'll have to go back for now! Kid Bomba, when he's full HP, you just cannot force the fights anymore!
You know, yesterday I thought it was YG's fault that the game went 30+ minutes. Let's be honest, it might just be a Team Spirit thing. We're at 23 minutes, and the fact that we have heroes like this on the map just means that they really love Mobile Legends.
Dude, at this point, they're gonna MLBB. Mobile Legends.
They're gonna BB ML.
They're gonna, whatever.
One shot and Nino. I like that. Bomba Mobile Legends?
Bomba Mobile Legends.
I like
There's an
we're
Outcast
so
song somewhere in there.
more.
What?
I like we're so bomb back more.
Bomb bad? We're so bomb back.
So bomb back.
Yeah.
He's so bomb bad for Alter Ego. That's the problem right now.
Are you down bad or bomb bad for Alter Ego?
Bomb bad.
A little bit of action in the mid.
So
Kid Bomba
wait,
taking us
where's
slow.
Yasuke go?
RP. Oh, whoa. How are they melting RP down?
All Bomba.
Is it?
They don't know where Yasuke is though.
I wonder what the damage charge is looking right now.
They fight!
Oh my god.
Yasuke's in a really bad spot.
Yeah, they find him now.
Yasuke, can he escape? He doesn't have the spatial migration. He pops in the Valor Requiem now with the winner crown. The AOG coming down, throwing a ruin! in from Bomba and the kill to Sunset Lover. Hiko in the back with the Valkyrie descent. RB goes in for the falling star moon, and now it's a chase into the back line by Team Spirit.
You know, he's going to try to get into the back line as well, though. Looking for a target, but he's getting shredded down.
He's down, and now it's just RB and Alec. Alec will lose his immortality as he will lose his life next. One shot and Sunset on him. RB's been unkillable in the early game. Now he has 3 deaths, and I think there's one more to come as TS knock on Alter Ego. Space, you can hear Bomba say what?
Well done.
Say what is right. Arfies probably won't be able to pull a Bomba here. It's him versus the world.
Crimson Beacon thrown back again. Now it's RB trying to hold on. The base wide open. Raging Sandstorm over to RB, but Hiko will go for the base, and Team Spirit takes game number 1.
It takes a while, but eventually Team Spirit hold on.
Our casters for game number 2.
Game number 2 is on the way between
5
Team
seconds till the enemy
Spirit
reaches the
and
battlefield.
Alter
Smash
Ego.
them.
We are jumping into this game, and
All
we
troops
were
deployed.
surprised by that last pick one shot brought to us. So I'm
Welcome
gonna
to
ask you,
Mobile
Trix, what are your
Legends.
thoughts about this pick?
I mean, at this point, Harley feels good, especially against something like the YSS where you can get the playoffs. It fits a composition where you want to try to get ganks early on, and we do know that in the last game, Hiko had a little bit of trouble against RP, so I'm expecting to see One Shot attack these off lanes early on, quickly, look for pickoffs and give their offlaners an advantage.
Yep, I feel like there are just so many ways for you to help One Shot in terms of pressuring Alter Ego, just diving right onto Hijume and those other heroes you could expect to be in a bit more safer position, and that includes Yazuke. But at least for Alter Ego though, I think the Grok Eve 2 is such a commendable duo you have to consider in the mid lane. But looking at the emblem so far, is there anything you'd want to point out?
I mean, the pull together from Hijume, plus the cooldown. We're looking to be able to use these skills as much as possible to keep on moving. On the other side, Team Spirit, I mean, nothing too out of question. Sunset Lover looking for damage, looking for items as quick as possible. My major focus on this is really going to be Kid Bomba and Nino in that boss side, and then RP on the top side as well. I think in the past we kind of questioned the CC up against the Freya, but I do think in laning phase, at least it doesn't get bullied exactly. It does lose on the rotation maybe a little bit, but at least it can hold its own against it because you can kite back. It's not going to be as good as the Esmeralda was, but hopefully, as long as we see RP do things like he's doing now, cutting the lane whenever Hiko does, he can get involved in the fights quickly.
Yeah. Now that's a turtle that's gonna spawn. We see that Hiko will actually join the fight.
Yeah, just get some poke. Oh my god, down below. Magic trick coming down. Nino is going to get taken out. One Shot's the one that gets first blood. Down to Chakra on Sawo. Yazuki with the response instantly. Bomba goes straight onto Yazuki, who's still able to escape. Gets the killing spree as well, and Bomba flickers out.
Yeah, I think the last time we saw Bomba on the Sora, there were a lot of highlights.
And this is exactly what I was talking about. One Shot's going to look for those off lanes quickly within the first few minutes, get these pickoffs, and we're already seeing him do it. He's able to help get the kill on Nino, and who better to give an advantage in their lane too than Kid Bomba, especially on something. I'm glad we get to see him on the Sora. Instead of throwing it into the gold lane, we get to see Kid Bomba on something a little bit more aggressive. I'm excited to see how he ends up doing it.
Verify out. RP with the curtain call comes around, and that's a kill over. Meanwhile, One Shot really trying to go for those flanks.
Yeah, but Hijume, who he got to target, but the damage doesn't seem to be enough just yet. And going back, I think Team Spirit have done such a great job at either shutting down Nino for the past 2 games. Game number 1, it felt as if whenever he went in with the Sora, there wasn't anything that came out much of it. And now that he's on a Phobius who died immediately even before first turtle, that's going to be a huge advantage for Team Spirit once again.
So what, is Kid Bomba going into Oracle up front? We've seen a lot of different builds on the Sora.
Yeah, he is.
Looks like he's going to go into Oracle first. I mean, you could do like the Sanford hybrid build, the Oheb hybrid build, and a lot of teams have been, some teams have just been going full tank in the EXP lane with Kid Bomba. So I'm excited, is he going to take the aggressive route or the more bulky route?
Yeah, I think he might take the more bulky route just because he has more carries this time around, right? One shot on the Harley as well as Sunset Lover, not on utility, on the carry pick, but the Kimmy pick, but Hiko. He's going for the normal build now, dude. Doesn't need to, endure any more of that crazy laning phase. He's going for Corrosion side.
Yeah, much better matchup now. Not much attention towards him just yet too. And also with the Vengeance, I feel like there's a lot more ways for him to just sustain the attempts that Alter Ego could potentially do overall. But now, there's 10 seconds before we see the next objective. And it seems that so far, at least they can rely on Sabo Patiko.
Yep, just a trade here, battle for the gold crab. And it's Hiko again who wins it, gets the corrosion sign too, and that's it.
Arfi just picked up the War Axe, should start, meaning he can actually start chunking a little bit, especially on some of the tankier heroes on the side of Team Spirit. I feel like many times we've kind of been iffy about the CC, but every time, if it gets to late game, CC can really pack a punch, especially against people like Kid Bamba, people like Sawo. So Alter Ego, even though they're not exactly pushing hard in this early game, there is potential. Both teams have some scaling opportunity when we go to the end.
Remember, there's no vengeance on RP. He's able to cut away, pops in a sprint in time. Hiko doesn't have enough range to go on it. On a shot coming down. What? Bamba assassinating Yazuki, and now they fall under the RVM, but Sawo's able to heal up for such a long time. Sawo!
8 recoveries, Alex still alive, Kid Bomba goes down, and look at those attempts! Nino still alive too!
Poker trick, not enough. Sunset Lover goes back in, has to pop in a Purify to cut away. The barrier almost close enough. One shot comes around now as Hiko dies in a Blackbird descent over on Hijume.
Wait, RP still doesn't recall, he tries to help, and will it be worth it?
Big dunk onto Hiko by Nino with the Inferno Pursuit and one shot. With Sunset Lover, we're still trying to get the turtle, sneaking it under Alter Ego.
Both teams still looking for the second turtle here. One shot with Supar up top, and Alter Ego trying to take advantage.
One shot on the back line, completely zoned. Nino jumps in, Yazuki able to secure the turtle. And now it's Sawo holding the ground. It's the damage from Yazuki and RP.
Yep, Nino zoned out the other members too, but RP might just go down next. Sunset Lover with his range reach. Traction pulse, but he still survives. Yazuki too trying to fight back, but there's an RWM to help him finish the kill.
Now we're seeing some of the lack of possibilities with a hero like the Harley. You get one big shot, you get one cycle. We were talking a lot about cycling yesterday, Mirko, with skills. Once that's it, he can't do much. He has to back off, and at that point it's a 5v4, to whereas in these second, third turtles, Yasuke can re-engage, come back, re-engage, come back, and continues to output damage.
That's where Alter Ego built this composition after watching what Team Spirit did to them last game. It's like, all right, Team Spirit are looking for like crazy team fights, so we're actually good at this in MPLID. We're actually good at going for these chaotic compositions, so why don't we get the Phobius? Long team fight, cycle of skills, try to get past the Spirit cycle.
Yeah, and it feels like this lineup itself kind of makes Team Spirit surprisingly a bit more passive in terms of gameplay. Yet you do see the attempts from one shot, but that's the tech charge already forced out of Alec. Oh, down bottom though!
Wow. He gets out. That is surprising. I thought for sure he's going to be picked off, but he has to burn out the flicker and Alter Ego get a free turret.
The damage is actually getting through Hijume somehow. So at least it's a bit clear who Team Spirit might want to really go after during these kinds of scenarios. That was also the flicker that was forced out, so that could be big.
I mean, at this point, Alter Ego Esports feel comfortable though. Taking a look at the items once again. Kid Bomba did lock in the Oracle. Might be looking for a little something different after that. On the other side, we already have Hunter Strike and going into Endless Battle for Yasuke. So big damage on that side. The only one ahead right now in Team Spirit is Sawo, and it's barely anything. The gold lead is in all the right hands, I feel like, for Alter Ego.
Yeah, at least they'll get that turret down bottom though, and they can gradually set up for the coming objective, but they're getting poked so well. The range is no joke that you get to see from Alter Ego, and even the jumps coming in from Nino. They know that they're still in the purple buff.
Yep. Wave in the bottom lane already pushed in. Hiko, he was trying to go up top to go for the wave, but Team Spirit are recalling him back. I don't know, a bit indecisive there. Hesitation from Hiko going back and forth.
All right, so Team Spirit, how do they need to approach this? I think you take your time. Maybe you look for the pickoff with one shot. Hiko now making his way down, so they might be able to force something. But unless they can lock down Yasuke or Hijume, Alter Ego Esports gonna have a free time.
On a shocker, that's gonna be the tectonic charge landing on the back line. One shot taken out of the equation. Now it's Bomba with a three-man knockup. Mount Shocker locks Hiko down as he's able to pop in defendants and running away. Now Nino in for the pursuit constantly. As Sawo, Raging Sandstorm's back. Urfi gonna go for it as Bomba is still able to survive.
Bomba, he cannot survive. Sunset Lover surprisingly still alive though, but Sawo now on his fourth death in this game. Not looking too good for Team Spirit, and Alter Ego takes the free Lord.
Hiko, once he knew it was over, I'm hightailing it back up to the gold lane. Maybe I got to push, maybe I got to do something, but I am out of here, which I think overall was a good play. Team Spirit, even when they're losing, they know when to call it off. They're not exactly overcommitting. This should have been too major here. Alex going to back off, but still, my major problem is one shot off. Hold on.
On the shocker, Yazuki's taking a lot of damage there. RP looking for flank all alone now, gets caught by Kid Bomba. Hiko's still there in the back as Nino goes in together with a tech charge of Alec to pick him up. Meanwhile, RP shut down by Bomba. One shot on Nino. Gonna go for the poker trick. Just in a bit. Jumps in forward. That's the Dark Wave! Nino!
Two-man Dark Wave, and they're still trying to go for it. Nino surprisingly still alive after all that. That's RP for Hiko.
A 1-for-1 trade might, I mean, it's good for Team Spirit, especially with Lord
big shutdown
in. It will be quicker for Hiko to get to help defend than it will be for Alter Ego to get the push in, right? Alter Ego, in my mind, try to break through something in the mid. Try to find some sort of big play. Team Spirit
1v1
in a safe spot.
Bomba goes to the skies. Yazuki says, all right. That's enough.
That's
enough.
hero with a bit
That's
too
enough,
much
sir.
dashes. Yes, that's enough. And Team Spirit will get to take care quickly of this Lord, not sacrificing too much of their outer turrets, but still you could feel the damage already coming in. Alter Ego. Oh, Nino. So brave with all those flickered dark waves.
Yeah, he loves that, man. And in Indo, at least in Season 16, when it was still the Phobius meta, he had the most picks on Phobius.
So
That's a signature.
thing, yeah. Oh,
RP, what?
Oh.
He's taking a whole deadly magic. Oh my god, he survives for a bit, but Bomba takes him down now, gets caught with a final shot, but Hiko's jumping in as well. Orange Rump taken by Hiko. Now it's Alec looking for the play. Has a tech charge, Dark Wave landing on Hiko. They can't find the barrier just yet, and that's the tech charge from Alec.
and now Nino jumping in onto the backlines to Sawa with the flicker raging. Sandstorm catches two. Alec with a flicker out still survives, but under the turret, Sawa does not.
And Alter Ego are forced back. Team Spirit, they defend with the help of the Holy Shield.
Yeah, but I wonder what the call was for RP at that moment. He went 1v1.
Just got nuked.
One shot.
So at this point, but Alter Ego still hold. I mean, it wasn't the type of turnaround where Team Spirit now equalizes the gold. Alter Ego still holding strong.
But it's deja vu, Trex. Like, the same thing is happening. Yes, the lead isn't changing by much, but Team Spirit are delaying to get to the item power spikes.
Yeah.
The third item just gets in for Hiko. Is that the one that mattered? He can finally start playing. A lot of this is going to come down to how one shot. I've been talking about one shot the whole time on this Harley, and I really want to keep honing it in. It's going to be about how he approaches these Lord fights.
Yeah.
The timing.
Divine Glaive, there you go.
Divine Glaive finally does come in, but he needs to pick and choose on timing, because if he comes in like he's a YSS too early on, then they blow their chance at the retribution, right?
One shot.
But he might find someone here.
He was able to almost kill Arfi.
Magic and the poker trick now. The hat trick coming down. Nope. He jumps away from the curtain call. Oh my god, one shot gonna be there. Nino goes for the trade. Sawo now caught on the Dark Wave. Up top, what happened? Ego just fell. Meanwhile, in for the pursuit from Nino. Egypt gonna go for the chase as well as Nino tries his best to get closer. Bomba jumps onto the brick wall. That's the brick wall. That's Grok.
Yeah.
Alec is the brick wall.
It's a 1-4-2 though.
Built like a brick wall.
Alter Ego definitely have the upper hand here.
Yeah,
One
they just
shot's
rush.
not there.
They have to just rush the Lord here. No retribution for one shot, and they have enough of a brick wall to stop Team Spirit from trying to come in. Another Lord marching down. This time they need to take the approach a little bit differently. You can't have someone getting a one shot by one shot on your way in to knock on the door. If Alter Ego can take this one a little bit slower, there's a better chance of pushing through an inhibitor.
Yeah, because earlier it did feel like they could deal with Arfi, or at least put him down to a significantly low HP. I'm not certain if he already has in some of the stacks, or if he does even have the Sky just yet, but this is going to be a siege that Team Spirit definitely has to defend.
Yep. Lord charge in the mid lane. Sawo trying to hold the angle. Dark Wave on two with Void Blast as well, but Nino holds the Infernal Pursuit. Doesn't want to go in too aggressive. Mid lane baser already cracking. Dark Wave now with the real world inflation as well. Sawo is able to walk up, just zoning them though. That's another base turret, and it's the far lane. So Alter Ego, they got what they want. They back away.
Not even going to force that turret down bottom. They didn't deal with the waves just yet. That's literally what they wanted. Alex still not letting go of this though. Will get revealed by the Magic Sentry.
He doesn't even care.
If he
He's
doesn't.
part of that push now.
Oh,
Listen,
one
he
shot
can
cares.
take this to his face, though. It's not a problem. He's a bulky boy. He's a tanky guy right now.
It's a brick wall.
He's a brick wall right now, and a couple of cards aren't going to go through. Alter Ego, though. With this, they played it much safer than last time. They back off. They don't need to push in. They're
Are
just
they
holding
Vijay?
position.
Traction pulse actually threads the needle there.
Okay, such a close call. It seems like they still actually might want this turret down bottom though.
Yeah, they really do. Eco has to use it defensively. The Valkyrie descent, but oh no, he goes for the tech charge, way too aggressive. Eco turns it around on Yazuke with a vengeance, and he gets a double.
Kid Bomba with a set!
Just when I was hyping him up. Just when I was hyping him up for not going too deep and backing
You don't need to do that anymore, Trex. Welcome to my world. The curse is real.
That's only the second time we see Yazuke, or the first time we see Alec go down after playing such a phenomenal game on this Grok.
Now he's 1-1-1-1.
Oh, he's 1-1-1-1. Did he have the immortality earlier already? Or
He did. It got popped, and then his health bar got popped on top of
Rock
it.
still has the immortality. Yeah.
It's on cooldown though.
Down.
Oh,
One shot.
They're now looking for the entry.
That is so big. Flicker on the Eve. Sawo can just Radiant Sandstorm. Are they really going to use these resources on him?
I mean, it's 25 seconds till Lord. I think it's a decent play to
Yeah.
get position, right?
I never realized Sao was on a 0-6 stat line already.
Yes.
It
He's
seems like
had a rough one.
Yeah, he's always getting bursted down by Alter Ego here.
You know.
This is his second Khalid game. He played Khalid last time too, didn't he?
Yep. Now he's 0-6-7.
6-7.
I didn't even read the last number, but
It goes 3-4. You know what 3 plus 4 is, right?
7.
7.
And what's 1 + 2 + 3? That's Sunset Lovers KD.
1 + 6.
6.
Okay.
So
That's-
Sunset Lover plus Hiko is?
Sunset Lover plus Hiko is 6. 7?
Yes.
Yes,
Exactly.
there you go.
Well done.
Third Lord of the game,
That's
by
hard.
the way.
That's hard.
Okay.
Third Lord of the game.
What is he doing? Okay.
Opal is unhappy.
Okay. Anyway, I do feel like Team Spirit will be a bit unhappy with this too. They lost the Lord, weren't even able to contest just because Sawo wasn't available to help them get some information. It's one shot. It might be a bit more difficult for him to find the right angles this time around.
Can we talk about how Yazuke has 3,600 more gold?
Yeah, it's tough as
Doesn't
Harley.
matter at this point. It doesn't really matter at this point, but still, it's a pretty insane number right there.
Hold on, Alec.
The side.
Oh my God, Alec! What a tech charge! Finding one shot now. Sawo with Radiant Sandstorm backwards. Hiko and Bomba goes in over on Nina, but able to survive. Hiko already using a vengeance. Kid Bomba will fall.
That's a counter engage that was unsuccessful for Team Spirit. Now 1 by 1, they're going down. It's only Sunset Lover and Hiko who's still trying to fight.
That's gonna be the kill over out to Sunset Lover. Hiko losing immortality. RP still there. Yazuke will go forward with Traceless. Now it's Sunset Lover over on Nino, and
like
Yazuke
this.
goes over the base. That's the immortality bomb with Alter Ego. Equalize in the best of 5. 1-1.
After a rough first game, there's one thing I do know right now, and that it is 1-1. Alter Ego, for me, it felt like they were so in control of that draft, and the Suyo definitely threw it off. Normally I would ask Briggy, but because it's an Indonesian team, tell me what's going on here, Mirko.
Bro, Indonesian teams love going fast. And honestly, when it comes to being fast, Suyo's very fast. Now, fast in the terms of how you get a snowball going. Your ganks are super quick. You have crazy amounts of dashes that sometimes it really is a curveball to the opponents because they want to play it safe, and then the Suyo just keeps on dashing, stunning, and especially with the chip, the combo was already there in the past. But it is weird, bro. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, but it's about being fast. That isn't like one shot a lot faster too, but
No. It's a different kind of fast. He's fast in
Okay.
mobility. Yazuke's fast in going in, getting those stuns, and then boom.
okay.
Oh,
But they
like
had-
that.
Oh, they did that.
One more hit.
Fade away, didn't get him. Flicker out from Sawo.
Okay. So that's the one big play that we are going to be looking for if it's about Alter Ego. And I think this is also mainly because they did decide to go for a chip, so we do need those big ticket ults or plays to happen. So you could say that they've been successful in pulling off this lineup. But at the same time, it's not like Team Spirit don't have answers towards these potential setups that Alter Ego can go for. It's a single final slash that Kid Bomba could just use against them if they do decide to go into the shortcuts. And Hiko, there's great punish that can come from the curtain calls as well as the knockups from Sao.
All right, so I like how Lavelle said it felt like we were at M6 again.
Yeah.
Not only is it the Joy versus Suyo, we have the Chip getting involved. It is definitely the CCs here, Jushin. I mean, it is a flashback right now, but if I do recall correctly, I remember analyzing a lot of those drafts, and the Joy was always the better pick. For the first 4 levels, yes, the Suyo could come out on top, but if the Joy goes unchecked, once it gets to 6, 7, 8 minutes, the Joy annihilates the Suyo.
The mid lane though, it was already the zoning coming down. Nino still able to escape, flickers out to safety, and Yazuke gets a turtle as RP goes in for the Valkyrie descent. Now onto the purple buff, jumps in onto Sunset. Go for the damage again, Sunset. Oh, through the Purify! Sunset with the Crimson Beacon, able to survive. Hijume with a flicker in, finding first blood.
Oh my goodness, exactly as you mentioned though, the Joy was checked.
Fast.
Nino made sure that one shot was, well, that single green
Look at how
cap was
fast he is.
contested, and now he's being so limited. He's so restricted now, even as he just wants to take this cap. Look at the Yazuke!
Oh, there you go, there you have it! Go straight for the stun, and now the dash through the wall to deny as much as possible from the Joy. That's what I'm talking about, yo.
Yeah.
So now that Alter Ego's doing so strong with their mid trio, I already complimented the first 3 picks, and some of those picks were... Oh, Sunset Lover is gone. So I was going to try to do something, but it doesn't matter. Wait, Kid Bomba.
Uh-oh, look at the final slash. Hijume is spacing perfectly, but how does he get out of this one? The final slash lands, and now look at the blade surge! Catching 2, now the peel, Yazuke! Forcing Bomba on their turret, but now he's still able to escape. That ended up with no one dying.
I thought it would have been almost a sure death for Hijume even. He wasn't walking towards the turret. That bought a bit more time for Spirit to potentially burst him down, but no.
And since no one died in that, it means Arfi and Nino get the advantage in the offlane. They get some gold plating. Kid Bomba wasted so much energy by going to mid there. And Alter Ego now, we're only 4 minutes in, it's a 2.5k gold lead. Second turtle hasn't even come up yet.
That's what I'm saying, yo. They want to go fast, and it's not about getting onto the map fast because they have the chip for that. It's about going in with the stuns and forcing out crucial resources before the fight even starts. That's the power of the Blade Surge and the bushes that you have.
Yeah, and their movement speed or their mobility overall is something very useful for them. If they want to be a bit more reactive towards Sao, but wait.
Oh, pull up, boys.
Oh my goodness, Alex still able to survive! He gets away, Hiko able to go for the kills, Yasuke's able to take one shot down, and now Hiko is caught against Arfi, swinging a sword. The Valkyrie takes the Yo-Yo Master down. It's a double for Arfi.
Alec not going down in that instance made so much impact for Alter Ego.
Listen, guys, the Chip is a gangster, man. You try to jump him, he makes a phone call, and the boys pull up out of nowhere.
Pull up, Ese.
Pull up, boys. They jump out, they jump on you, and next thing you know, Team Spirit's going down. Alter Ego Esports, this might be the most dominating we've seen them in the series so far.
This is bad. This is bad. Look at one shot, 2 levels behind, 2 deaths already on him too. And he's probably just forced look for other avenues to farm up because as of the moment, Alter Ego, they're making sure he's really choked out in terms of resources. Now they get to spot him though, but we don't get to feel the pressure from this Chojusin at all. They're always being stopped in their tracks by Alec, by Hijume, who miraculously always survives the attempts from Team Spirit.
Now there's some things I want to say earlier. Arfi as well, just remember, Arfi is on this Freya, something that Team Spirit wanted so bad for 2 games. Well, they stole that away. They also get the Esmeralda. This time it does go into the hands of Nino, but we saw how well Alter Ego did with it before.
Yep.
Even though the Suyo seemed a little sus, they were winning the draft so much, and now that they're making the Suyo work, along with the chip, that seemed to be the final piece to pull this pick off. They are in complete control.
Yeah, again for the Suyo pick. Initially when you saw the Suyo, again, Blade Surge coming down with the shortcut, Bomba Gang. RP under turret, trying to go for it. The Queller lands, but they have to go back. So, back to my point. Suyo, God, they go for it again. Falling Star with one shot. Taking low, Nino. He has the flicker, but one shot's too quick with it, so he gets away as he goes able to chunk RP low. Okay, I didn't like the Suyo load. I liked it after the chip showed up. There you go.
You just stick with the play-by-play, man.
Okay.
But, oh my god! The damage from the chip, I guess, but also Yasuke.
Yep, even without the shortcut, that doesn't stop Alec from playing as aggressive. Now even Kid Bomba somehow being shut down is going to pose a huge threat now for Team Spirit. And the master you were seeing on Arfi on this Freya!
Go low, Nino just needs a dance and he flickers in. Sawo coming in now with the Jiku no Red Dragon kicking it under turret. That's going to be the Lantern Flare to bring him even deeper. So they get a trade.
1 for 1. RP also gets a nice push into the tower. RP tried to save his friend there, but Nino had to go down. But EXP laner for gold laner is a good trade in my book.
Yep, now they're slowly taking away the turrets from Team Spirit. Map control clearly favoring Alter Ego at this point too. And that's on top of the fact that they have a chip, so definitely they'll have more ways to deal with the map, with the macro that they want to execute. And Team Spirit, it seems like Alter Ego are always one step ahead of what they want to do. They have the rotation spread out, one shot. They have all their eyes on this guy who's 2k behind of Yasuke already.
Shortcut again, all in on Bomba. He gets the final slash, but it truly will be the final slash. He's down. RWM, the Blade Surge, locking Sawo down with the help of the Soul Sever. And they get a turret with the minions down below.
And there is just, it seems like there's so little Team Spirit can do right now. One shot.
Weller, RP, about 50%. Oh my goodness. Yeah, one shot is not getting farmed, bro.
Yeah, I don't think RP has ever had to use the Purify just yet. Now Nino jumping from behind.
Falling Star with Blade Surge from the side. Yasuke Queller goes through. Hiko. RP gets the turret. That's an 8.5k gold lead for Alter Ego.
Yeah, I just want to say the panelists did say something about Trex and long games, but it seems like Alter Ego, they're fighting that.
We appreciate that. I appreciate that. But remember, yeah, don't put that out there.
Alter Ego had this lead in game one, and then Bomba'd all over the place.
Okay. Should I say they're just lucky?
But the thing is Bomba's on a much more aggressive EXP laner right now, not as tanky. He literally just got his Oracle in. Again, I don't want to jinx anything, but it's going to be tough for him to do the types of things he did in game number 1. And now the boys pull up.
Blade Surge, all Soul Sever. That's the RWM as well on Kid Bomba. Not only did they take 3 heroes from him, it's also all in every time.
A bit of a sad situation we're seeing for Bomba not being able to do Bomba things. That's what he just said.
One shot really knocked up. Sawo still able to get away with the Shunpu as Hiko kites out. That's RP thrown back into the fray by the Lantern Flare, but there's just not enough damage.
They need to calm down now. It's time to relax. Alter Ego, I know you got a 10k gold lead, but go for the Lord. Play this smart, play this right, and the game could be theirs. Team Spirit, on the other hand, I think they just got to hold behind towers and hope that Alter Ego pulls an Alter Ego.
Yeah, because at least they have Sunset Lover that'll always be there to just use the Lantern Flares and deal gradual amounts of damage towards Alter Ego. But the thing is, they go for these really explosive plays.
Oh, Sawo able to escape. Oh my god, the Blade Surge landed on Hiko of all people! And Heejmin popped him there. RP thrown back. He is going to be able to go for the Valkyrie Descent and the Purify out of the final slash, but now one shot comes in and RP will get shut down by Bomba. But look at the Blade Surge again to get Heejmin. The Void Blast on him.
Imagine you walk into a bush and there's one person there. But then out of nowhere, everyone just runs out of the car. I mean,
exactly what we were saying about explosive plays. So that doesn't give Team Spirit enough time to react, to look for a counter setup, courtesy of Sawo maybe even. And even at the moment, it was Kid Bomba they actually went for, who could be the main guy to do that.
I just want to say, man, shout out to Team Liquid ID because, like, I'm getting major flashbacks. With the Suyo chip and the Eve, that's the trio mid, dude.
Definitely a vibe right now. Lord's gonna be coming down the top side. A little bit of an early RWM there, but it should be okay. Alter Ego with a 10k gold lead should be able to do about whatever they want.
Oh my god, Bomba caught him the Blade Surge again. It's getting the all-in under turret. Ichume burns him down with the glowing wand. The Valkyrie Descent comes into zone them away again. The Blade Surge from Yasuke. He's going to be lifted back up over. Hiko able to go for the curtain call. One shot already, half HP. Trying to go for it. Electrifying beats onto the Lord. And now it's a Lancer Flare over on Nino. But look at the Lord still alive. Yasuke pops in a Blade Surge.
We're looking at 11 minutes in. Nino's forced to back off. Lord finally goes down. Team Spirit just trying to defend.
No ultimates for Alter Ego here. Nino, though, doesn't want to fight!
He got cut down, dude. You can't walk up. Again, he walks up with the Jeet Kune Do before he can even shunpu Yasuke, stunning him.
Hey, I think that was a really great entry from
Alex.
One Shot 2, but oh, they still want more!
One plan more. Flicker Crash Course shortcut. Now Hiko cut down by RV inside of the base. Bomba getting the final slash, and now it's one shot to be taken down by RV on the Freya Soul 7 from Yasuke.
Alter Ego not giving it up. A big falling star moon on a Sunset Lover. They lock onto the base.
It's match point for Alter Ego.
An 11-minute game for Alter Ego.
Win an early game.
Thank you so much to our panelists, and we are going to find out whether or not things are going to go well in as early as the laning phase, which I believe will be one of the main questions in the early game.
Welcome to Mobile
Welcome to
Legends.
potentially the last game of this series. But before anything, I feel like one of my biggest questions would be, how are we feeling about Kid Bomba being on a Uranus once again?
I mean, it's definitely a good spot for him. It does lack the crowd control we like to see in him, but still it's an amazing pick. He uses this hero just like some of the other best who have been able to use it. He's able to get to the back line. He's able to disrupt. His target is going to be Hijume. His target is going to be Arfi. But after that, it does become a little bit hard. But look at the damage already onto Sawo in the mid side. This is extremely a battle for who controls mid. Both teams with tanky junglers. Obviously, One Shot's a little bit more aggressive, but even then, a Fredrin can pack a punch in the early game. I don't think we've gotten to see the Fredrin Leomord matchup just yet. The other day, instead of the Fredrin, the Akai was pulled out to beat the Leomord. So I'm excited to see how this works out. But both teams, mids, lots of range, quick moving roamers, tanky junglers. I mean, all over the map. It's a very interesting matchup back and forth.
And so far, I'm really liking how Alter Ego are dealing with this. They know how a Zetian could really pressure the mid lane and take over in terms of mid prio. So we see how Alec, even just taking out the passive, they're putting in so much work just to make it happen, but still doesn't stop Team Spirit from managing it pretty well nonetheless. But you're on the EXP lane though.
Oh, good snatch away by Yasuke there. Takes away the XP crab from Kid Bomba. But in the mid lane, Hijume is getting chunked.
Yeah. Actually, even gold lane, I think, is pretty much Alter Ego favoring so far. Oh, hey. Great poke.
Yeah, but now with Turtle up, no Feathered Airstrike to help out. Alter Ego are going to need all hands on deck if they want to try to fight for it. And with a Leomord and a Fredrin, I feel like both teams are going to want to try to fight for this.
Yeah. Yep. Slowly positioning themselves here. Kid Bomba, even though he's been half HP for a while now, he's immediately able to get it back. That's a Phantom Steed already though.
Yep, they want to go in onto Alec now. The all-in onto it. They have enough damage now with Bomba as well. Flickering over on Alec? That's a bit of a miss for sure, man. They're going to be all-inning onto it. Blazing Duet of the Feather Airstrike to take first blood away.
So much AoE, Trex, and that's a turtle. Over to Alter Ego. Sunset Lover wasn't even level 4 during that fight.
Yeah, I think Kid Bomba came in a little bit too early, a little too aggressive. Yes, he's great on the Uranus, but you're not quite there yet. I think they just hit level 4 and he had already used the Consecration, so using the Flicker after that, it's kind of a whiff, right? Because now you're stuck in bad territory, and Hijume gets that for the airstrike just in time.
Yeah, and who would have known that Arfi would be there? Alec?
I'm not a fan of it, even if they get the kill. But the thing is, it might have been a trade. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was a miss. Could have been better for sure. Sunset Lover has to flicker though, and I think, yes, you get a kill, but it's on Alec and you lose a flicker on your mid.
Yeah, and you see how Team Spirit are slowly becoming a bit too reactive. That's the double laning too, coming in from Arfi. So we get to see how they're really paying attention to making sure that he gets online real fast. Already a level up ahead of Hiko even.
And you know, last time we saw Arfi play marksman, I think it was the Granger. had an amazing game on it. Now Arfi, throughout this series, we finally get to see him on something like the Claude. We haven't seen any marksman, essentially, this whole series so far.
Yep.
So the Claude comes in, up against the Harith. Hiko also finally on something comfortable. We've been waiting for a moment for Hiko to actually be on a real gold laner. Yep. Is it too late in the game, though, at this point? Because, yes, the hair is good, but the Claude has been a monster, and you pair it up with the spacing of the Farza and things like that. We'll see exactly how it plays out.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Kind of feed coming down. Yasuki was able to lock him down earlier. One shot goes on to Nino. Oh, big bonk on one shot with the curtain call as well. Sawo was a bit late to rotate. And now he's going to be caught stunned up. Alec on him. It's a check around from Yazuke. Nino gets away, and now Bomba might have to use the flicker. He's taunted up now. It's Sunset Lover to help him out, and he gets away. But again, it's 2 members fallen.
Yeah. Going back to what Trex mentioned about Hiko, he definitely needs to step up here. He needs to have that damage. It'll only come from him. Oh my goodness!
Wow. He did a lot of damage with the Hell of the Fury of the Phoenix, but I think Bomba might be cooked, and yes, he is. Yazuke, the second kill for him.
Once again, commits without the consecration. He does get the kill. It's a trade for trade. But at that point, with the turtle going in the hands of Alter Ego, still feels like a win for them. And Kid Bomba's the one who really...
Oh
my lord!
Nukes on Sunset Lover.
That's where you see it. The lack of damage from Team Spirit. Their inability to just reach the backlines as freely as they want to. Not even with Sawo and the Flicker Raging Sandstorms. Because I feel like he has to use it reactively to prevent Alter Ego and the front lines from moving any further. Oh, similar to that.
Grand Theft Orange?
Grand Theft Orange.
It's just too tough. You see how defensive they're using all their resources. And it's always Alec forcing out these reactions when in fact he could just always get out safely whenever he wanted to.
So at this point, Alter Ego Esports, I mean, they have a lead. They have a strong lead, and all the kills are going into the right pockets right now. Arfi now, Sawo!
Flickering, through the healing! That's what the glow-in one gets you, but man, that burst damage from Hijume.
3-0-2 on this Farsa already. You can feel even the damage of the Lethal Ignition. Now we're taking a quick look at the item builds. So far, everything's looking really well for Alter Ego.
The glowing wand, man.
You know, I really don't, I still don't know how I feel about them continuously putting Sawo on this Khalid. Yeah. Like, I get the idea, yeah, it's a counter to Heat, or this or that, but wait a second, Kid Bomba should be able to get away from this.
Oh my god.
Get away from this. Consecration does pop. But like I said, when you pick up the Leomord, one of the greatest combos with it that we saw was Hilda, right? You get a little bit more stun, you get a little bit of slowdown, whatever you want to call it, but you get some helpful lockdown, and Khalid's just not providing that right now. And I think it's one of the major things delaying.
Oh my god. Another knockup onto Hiko, he passes him on force with Blazing Duet, goes through it for the Phoenix. Locks him down for a bit, but Sawo's gonna be very low. Alec looking for the chase again is Nino, and Hijume! Feathered airstrike on Sawo, he's gonna be tapping him down with Alec, and that's the kill over. A big bonk onto the orange buff, and a steal. Alec taken very low, he gets the shielding with skill 1, and he walks away. Arfi with a walk up there, now it's Bomba on him. Arfi getting escape, he has the fighter emblem.
Yeah. Still will be okay. And was that the second time we see the feathered airstrike just tearing through the quick sand guard of Sawo, who once again is not on a good stat line. It's 0-3.
Ooh, Sunset, man.
All right, so I liked, you know, a couple games ago, you said, Mirko, that Alter Ego, after losing game 1, it's like, oh, you guys like to go for these brawly compositions. You guys want to fight. You want to throw hands. You want to get scrappy. Well, I think Team Spirit is now learning that for a while, Indonesia was described as the brawl server. They were the ones who loved these types of games. Alter Ego gets to truly be themselves right now, and they're showing them that, listen, we're the ones who came up with this.
Marfi with a Blazing Duet from out of nowhere. Catches Sunset Lover.
And the wings by wings too from Hijume just to make sure the burst damage will be enough. It's only been 1 turret so far taken by Alter Ego. But the lead just keeps ballooning towards their side. Now that's another airstrike.
Yeah. God, there you go. Waiting for the 3rd hit to land. It's full lockdown onto Bomba with a hell of a lockup as well. Kid Bomba disintegrated. by Nino, Arfi, Hijime, Yasuke now on Sawo, gets a topic bomb! Ooh, almost a fadeaway. Sawo gets away with a Raging Sandstorm.
Yeah, look at what one shot. Look at all that one shot can do.
Here's the thing too, is Alter Ego has the full package right now. Oh, poor one shot.
They catch him, he gets on the horse, he goes through the turrets, he's able to buy some time, but Alec is somehow faster, even though he doesn't have a horse.
It's okay, he'll be fine. He'll be
Hilda's got
fine.
strong legs.
Very strong legs.
Very strong legs.
Carrying that
Yeah,
axe everywhere.
have to say goodbye to his purple buff though. Not looking too good. At least he's somehow able to minimize the lead that exists between him and Yasuke in terms of level, but that's about it. He's not able to do nor accomplish much. Not when Hiko is trying to play from behind. Not when Hiko's still waiting for the right items to come in and for him to hit his power spikes.
Here's what I was going to say earlier is either way, I just feel like Alter Ego, they have the full damage package here, right? They have an answer for Kid Bomba with the Shred from Arfi. They have burst magic damage. They have everything they need.
They're tilted for sure. One shot went in on Alec. Blazing Dart from RP! Goes through them all with a blinker. Takes Hiko down. Sawo next to the chopping block. And it's Hijime who picks up the kill. Now it's one shot down as well.
Such a big difference. Team Spirit, we can't even see them fight back. There are no ways for them to fight back. It's not an exchange of blows between these two so far. It's all Alter Ego. Another flicker to forced out of Sunset Lover.
Alter Ego Esports, it's 9K gold lead right now. And only 2 kills for Team Spirit. Is this a wrap at this point? I'm trying to think of the ways for Team Spirit, right? I'm looking at the items.
Might be.
Sunset Lover, all he has is 2 items. It's a 1.8, 1.4K lead over to Hijime. It's a problem right now, you know?
Yeah.
Alter Ego Esports, I think as long as they don't make any huge Alter Ego mistakes, they will be okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my. Yes, that oh my god is valid.
It's tough. Team Spirit, we heard them. Even in interviews, they've been saying time and time again, best non-C team. They're done with that title. They want more than that, but...
Oh, RP with ways to win again. Into the back he goes, but he has the PMI to get back to safety. Non-stop artillery, not just from the Farsa, but even from the man who's there. Big bomb coming down by both Alec and Yasuke. They crack over the base turret in the mid lane, and now it's Hiko walking over the Chrono Dash. Lord of the bottom lane, getting rid of the base turret.
Yep. Alter Ego might just put an end to their dreams right here.
And it's looking pretty over right now. Yasuke with a taunt onto 2. He's able to go for the ball! Yasuke takes Hiko out of the game!
This might just be it.
RP with the blazing duet! Takes Bomba, one shot, and now it's Sawo! Walking into the Raging Sandstorm, he's cutting him down! From masks to myth! Alter Ego slay the dragon! And now they step into the shadow of the final boss. TLPH are waiting.
The second place in